You want to beat me? Oh, well, pay attention.
So first thing you need to know is that ghost ships don't fill with water and sink like normal ships do. Instead, they're destroyed after a set amount of hits. So let's take a look at the type of ghost ships you'll be facing. So first up we have the normal ghost ship. Hits are registered on either the hull or the masts. These require 3 hits in order to be destroyed. Normal ghost ships will appear in every stage of the event, which we will be discussing later. The next ship we have is the squadron leader. These are a lot tougher than the normal ghost ships and require 10 hits in order to be destroyed. Squadron leaders can be identified due to their sails not being torn and having the orange symbol on them. When destroyed, they always drop loot, which we will be looking at further in the video. And finally we have Flameheart's flagship. It's easily identified due to the black sails and the flaming heart symbol on them. The flagship, however, requires a whopping 20 hits to be destroyed, but it always drops the most loot. Now that may seem like you're going to need a lot of cannonballs, but it's worth mentioning all types of ammunition count as a hit. This does also include cursed cannonballs. The compromise is that although it will register as a hit, the effects won't be applied. So what do the ghost ships use? The phantom cannonball is the same as a regular cannonball. The only difference is visually it looks like a green glowing phantom. The fire phantom cannonball causes fires in the same way that a firebomb would. Again, it has just been visually changed to look like an orange glowing phantom. The wraith cannonball. This is basically a flying keg. If it hits, it causes multiple holes and causes the ship to rock so much it can adjust its course. And then finally we have the phantom keg, otherwise known as the anti-ship tailgating countermeasure exploding mine. If a player attempts to stay at the rear of a ghost ship, eventually it will start dropping phantom kegs. Which type of ghost ship it is will determine how many phantom kegs get dropped. A normal ghost ship will drop 2 to 3 phantom kegs, and so will the squadron leader. And Flameheart's flagship, well, that likes to drop 4, sometimes 5. All the time. It hurts. A lot. Now obviously, if you sail into these kegs, they will explode, but if you're in close proximity, they will eventually explode also. So be careful. But remember, just like normal kegs, if you see them, you can shoot them to force them to explode early. So let's take a look at the 4 stages of the event and what's required to complete them. Stage 1, the Vanguard. This is the Vanguard of Flameheart's armada and consists of only normal ghost ships. There will be approximately 10 ghost ships circling the island on predetermined routes. But they will not collide into each other or any terrain that may be blocking their paths. Instead, they will pass through taking no damage. In order to complete the Vanguard stage, you are required to kill 10 normal ghost ships. When one is destroyed though, a new one will spawn in its place after a short time. So there will always be approximately 10 ghost ships circling the island until the stage is complete. Although there is no guaranteed loot, there is a chance that they will drop storage crates of the damned. These will help keep you supplied in order to complete the whole event. Stage 2, Squadrons. Once 10 normal ghost ships have been destroyed in the Vanguard stage, the remaining ships will despawn. When they start despawning, you're free to disengage as they will cease to fire. This initiates the Squadron stage. This is the first time you will see the Squadron leader ghost ship spawn. Just like before, they will sail around the island in a circle following a predetermined route. However, this time, both of them will sail in a formation flanked by 2 normal ghost ships. In order to complete this stage, you need to sink both of the squadron leaders. This means you can actually ignore the normal ghost ships. This is because when the squadron leader of that formation is destroyed, the remaining normal ghost ships of that formation will despawn. Be warned though, if the formation gets too far away from any player ships, they will despawn and then respawn closer to the ship and usually sailing in its direction. Each squadron leader is guaranteed to drop loot when it is destroyed. Stage 3, Deja Vu Patrol. This is identical to the Vanguard in the first stage, again requiring 10 normal ghost ships to be destroyed in order to complete it. Once complete, this will initiate the fourth and final stage. The final stage, the flagship. This is when Flameheart's flagship will spawn, the Burning Blade. Just like the squadron leaders previously, the flagship will sail in a formation. Only this time there will be 4 normal ghost ships rather than the 2 previously seen. At the same time the flagship spawns, 2 squadron leaders will spawn in similar formations as previously seen. But, as usual, if you destroy the respective leader of the formation, the normal ghost ships will despawn. A word of warning however, if the flagship is destroyed before the squadron leaders will despawn and take the loot with them. So, depending on your objectives for the event, prioritise which ships you destroy first. The squadron leaders if you're after loot, or the flagship if you're trying to complete the event quickly. Once the Burning Blade has been destroyed and all the other remaining ships have despawned, you will receive the notification that you have completed the event. All that's left now is to jump on that little harpoon gun and fish your loot out the sea. Ghost ship loot, including the storage crates, can be easily found by looking out for the spiralling phantoms. Once there, slow down, pick up your loot, and see which prize you've won.
Prize number 1 is this amazing storage crate of the damned, made from the finest ethereal wood. As a free complimentary bonus, you get 30 to 40 cannonballs and wooden planks, absolutely free. That's enough to keep any crew happy in a battle. Prize number 2. We all know everyone loves a chest. Well, check out the chest of the damned. Keep your prized possession safe just like the previous owner. Because who wants to touch a ghost chest? I'll tell you who. The gold hoarders, that's who. Yes, just find your local representative for a quick guaranteed sale. Have an empty shelf or mantelpiece? How about prize number 3? The Skull of the Damned will fill that spot and be the talk of all your friends. Too plain, I hear you say. Well, look no further. Prize number 4 is the Captain Skull of the Damned. This amazing piece may be broken, but that's nothing a pretty ribbon and ritual symbols can't fix. Not your style? Well, drop them off at the Order of the Souls. Want something a bit unique? Well, prize number 5, we found this empty crate and filled it with, yes, you guessed it, the ashes of the damned. Don't like ashes? Well, the Merchant Alliance love them. Want to make your crew feel special? Well, how about the final prize, the Cannonball Crate of the Damned? Don't tell Captain Flameheart, but we filled it with Phantom and Brave cannonballs for your added pleasure. Well, that's all we've got time for today, folks. So if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button. If you didn't, hit it anyway.